What is 4 5/8 minus 2 3/8? Well, let's subtract the fraction first, and you'll see why we do that in a moment. We can take away 1 3/8, and then we can take away 2 wholes. So that leaves us with 2 2/8. Now we have our answer, but how can we simplify 2 2/8? We can write our answer as 2 1/4, because 2/8 is equivalent to 1/4. But now, if we start with 4 1/6, we'll find it more challenging to take away 2 5/6. If we start with 1/6, how can we take 5/6 away? Well, for questions like this, we need to regroup. So we can take one of our wholes and turn it into 6/6. That now gives us 3 wholes and 7/6. So, because we have one less whole, that means we can add our denominator to our numerator. So we have 3 7/6 rather than 4 1/6. But we still need to answer our question. So let's start by taking away the fraction. Taking away 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that leaves us with 2/6, and we can just ignore this empty fraction bar. So now let's take away 2 wholes, and we can see that we're now left with 1 whole and 2/6. So our answer is 1 2/6. But can we simplify our answer? We can write our answer as 1 1/3, because 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3. So to recap, we rewrote our question with 1 fewer whole, and then because we had 6, that meant that we could add 6 to our denominator. So then we could just subtract as normal, simplifying our answer at the end. So now pause the video and try 3 2/7 minus 1 5/7. Again, we need to exchange one of our wholes, because we can't do 2/7 minus 5/7. But if we change one of our wholes into sevenths, we now have 2 9/7 altogether, because when you change one whole to a fraction, you can add the denominator to the numerator. Now we can take away our 1 2 3 4 5/7 and ignore our empty fraction bar. So that's taken away our fraction. Now we just need to take away 1 whole, and we have our answer 1 4/7, which this time can't be simplified. So now, again, pause the video and try 4 2/5 minus 3 3/5. We can't do 2/5 minus 3/5, so we exchange to make 3 7/5. So now we can take away our 3/5, ignore our empty fraction bar, take away our 3 wholes, so now we don't have any wholes at all. We just have 4/5 as the answer. So sometimes subtracting mixed numbers will leave you with just a fraction as your answer, and that happened here because we had to regroup one of our wholes into fifths so that we could subtract 3/5.